Hello, and welcome back to Something Starts Ringing Tarot. My name is Ryan, and I'm glad that you're watching. Today I wanted to answer a very simple question and just have a nice discussion with you. This was based on a series that Marlene Theresa did on her channel called WhyITarot. I really enjoyed listening to her reasons, and I wanted to make a video for this hashtag myself. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, explaining WhyITarot. And then I'm also going to explain WhyITarotTube, why I joined this space on YouTube and what I hope to get out of it and what I hope to share. So if you're interested, stick around and listen to WhyITarot. The first reason why I tarot is for personal reflection, meditation, and to just center myself. I've found through studying these cards and taking the time to really sit and look at the images, it's given me a time in my day to just reflect on my life, to meditate, and to focus on something other than normal life. I like to sit and just stare at the same card or a few cards and focus on that and see what messages I can pull from it, while taking my mind away from everything else. It gives me a quiet time just to relax, center myself, and personally reflect on what kind of messages come to me a lot and what kind of things I value in life. The second reason why I tarot is that I love puzzles, and tarot to me feels like a puzzle that I can solve and that I can figure out and spend time challenging my brain, figuring out the message that the tarot is trying to tell me. It's gotten me into a very mentally engaging spot in my practice where I study the tarot, I try to find connections in the tarot. When I'm going through a deck for the first time, I try to pick out the patterns and the meanings and the intentions that the artist and the author designed into the deck. I really like the patterns and the connections between the cards, whether that be colors based on different emotions or different meanings, or whether there's a certain symbol that is flowed through the deck that I can find and kind of piece together. Why did they put this symbol on these cards and not these cards? And it's just a puzzle for me, and I really enjoy just sitting down, using my brain and figuring out the message or figuring out the patterns and puzzle of tarot. The third reason why I tarot is because it's very inspiring to me. I've seen many videos on TarotTube, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I just feel so inspired to actually study these cards and study this system. And in my life personally, I haven't felt this in a very long time. It's just great to be able to find something that I'm passionate about and that inspires me to grab a deck or grab a tarot book or watch YouTube videos about tarot and just learn more and more and more. So I tarot because it's inspiring and I'm passionate about it, and it's just really connected me to a thing that I didn't know I had before. The next reason why I tarot is because tarot itself is such a grand topic, but it also includes a lot of other topics that I want to study as well. So as I'm starting to study tarot, I'm still a beginner. I know I'm not a master or anything. I only have a few decks, as you can see behind me. I've found that tarot itself has inspired me to want to study astrology and see how those fit into the tarot cards and maybe learn more about myself. I have no idea about anything in astrology, so I'm just picking up pieces enough to find some patterns, but I know there's a whole expanse of learning that can happen in that field as well. Also, the chakra system, I don't have much experience in that, but watching YouTube videos and reading guidebooks and things, there's a lot of chakra energy and symbolism and color that I want to know more about. I also feel passionate about studying sacred geometry more after starting tarot. I am a math major in my real life, so Geometry has always been in my life and something I've enjoyed studying and learning, but I've never gotten too deep into the sacred geometry. So tarot has kind of inspired that field of study as well. So I hope to get into that in the future as well. And lastly, kind of to go along with sacred geometry, the numerology in tarot is very interesting to me, and the fact that each number has a specific meaning or a general collective meaning or something that's been agreed upon. I find this very interesting, and some of the decks explain it more than others, and some of it has more than others. Some decks have more numerology intent than others. But I just find this as another field of study that can branch off from tarot. So all of these fields of study are starting from tarot for me, and I can just learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. And that is very inspiring to me as well. The next reason why I tarot is kind of simple, but also very important to me. I've actually found that tarot helps me sleep. So if I study tarot and take maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes if I'm really in the mood, before I go to bed, and just sit down in kind of a dimly lit area and pull a couple cards or just one card or just shuffle for a while and think about tarot and life and all that, it really helps me kind of slow down for the day, put my phone away, and just kind of ramp down my mind for the evening. And I found that this really helps me sleep because my mind's not racing when I lay down. I'm not thinking about everything I have to do for work. I'm only focused on either shuffling the deck if that's all I did, or if I picked one card that just gives me something to go back to when I'm laying down trying to get to sleep. I can just think about that card and what it means and the images in the card and the symbolism of the card, and it just gives me something to focus on and not let my mind race when I'm going to sleep. So that's another reason why I tarot. The next reason why I tarot is kind of a deep one, and it's talked about a lot in videos that I've seen online, but it's kind of a difficult topic, and one that I plan to do a whole video on later, but I wanted to mention it here because it specifically is a reason why I tarot, and that is that it helps me connect to my spirituality, my faith, my religion. I identify as a Christian. I grew up Christian. I was involved in the church all growing up. I've kind of fallen away from the organized religion lately, but I still have that Christian faith, and I still follow the general Christian guidelines. I'll get into that a lot more later. But tarot has really helped me connect to this spirituality and my past of studying the Christian faith and the Christian stories and symbols and meanings and things like that. It's really brought me back to kind of what I believe, what I have faith in. It's brought me into like a spiritual realm of kind of trusting in the universe or trusting in God, that he will give me the messages that I'm supposed to have. So tarot has kind of bridged that gap between strict organized religion, studying every word of the Bible, and general living as a Christian for me. Obviously, this is a very deep topic and controversial topic, but for me, tarot has kind of been a comfortable, I guess, medium to connect me to that feeling and those thoughts. The second to last reason why I tarot is because I enjoy the art of the decks. I enjoy searching for new decks. I enjoy watching videos of walkthroughs and deck reviews and art creation videos about how the artist created the deck or their intent behind the deck. I really enjoy watching people's walkthroughs where they go through and flip through every card, review the deck, give their thoughts on the cards. And in a more shallow way, I enjoy the retail therapy of buying decks or researching decks and kind of searching out a deck that connects to me. So I've always enjoyed antiquing and thrifting and going to flea markets and things like that. So this has kind of given me a way, it kind of connects all of that together. So it gives me something to go looking for. So whether it's a deck that I want, I can go on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Amazon or artists' websites and actively search for either a good deal, obviously on a legitimate deck is important, or just search for a good deal or search for related decks that I might like better, and kind of compare and contrast all those different decks before I actually spend my money. It's also, as you can see behind me, helped me create an altar or a little sacred space that I like to do my tarot in. So when I go to thrift stores, I actually found these candle sticks at thrift stores. I found this cup at thrift stores. I found different crystals and different things on my table. I'll do a whole video about my table as well, but I found all that at like thrift stores or antique places. So I've really enjoyed doing that. And I've really kind of connected that to tarot, and so that's another reason why I tarot. And now the last and probably most important reason why I tarot is because simply I enjoy it. And I think that's something in life in general that if you enjoy something, you should do it. I haven't found something in a long time that I enjoy doing, just simply enjoy doing as much as tarot. I like shuffling the deck, I like looking through the art. It kind of connects all into just simple enjoyment for me. And after all these deep and hard reasons like religion or meditation or getting to sleep or complex puzzles or anything, it all boils down to the fact that I just simply enjoy it, and that is why I tarot. So, as you can see, I have many reasons why I tarot, and they kind of connect together, they're kind of separate, but I just wanted to show that tarot can be used in so many different areas of your life, and for me, it's really connected a lot of those kind of separated areas of my life. I just want to encourage you to write down in the comments or even make your own video responding to this and responding to Marlene Theresa's video. I'm going to put hers in the description as well, so go ahead and watch that. She did more of a series, so she got more in depth with each topic, but I wanted to just make a quick video. So go check hers out. And also, I'm going to talk about next, WhyITarotTube. So this is kind of a hashtag that I'm creating of why I'm putting myself out there on YouTube and why I created this channel in general. The first reason why I TarotTube is because all of the influencers and content creators already on TarotTube inspired me to do so. There are so many wonderful people that I have watched on TarotTube and commented on and interacted with a little bit that I wanted to make a channel myself that I could have a space to contribute to this conversation and kind of get to know more people in the community. Everybody on TarotTube that I've seen or have enjoyed is so well-spoken and mindful about what they post online and how they say things and the content that they deliver, and many people have very consistent content on their channels. So they have like a brand that they've created, and that's really inspiring to me that they found something so passionate for them that they've decided to make a career out of this or even do this regularly. So that really inspired me to create my own, to kind of be part of the conversation. And specifically, I wanted to shout out Tarot by the Pines. Sorry, I forgot the name for a second. I wanted to shout out Tarot by the Pines, and Jason over there has really connected with me after I followed him on Instagram and commented on a few of his videos, and I just wanted to specifically shout out his channel as kind of helping me over the hump of jumping onto this TarotTube community. The second reason why I TarotTube is because I wanted to put myself out there into the world more. So far, tarot has been a very personal practice for me. I've commented on a little bit of YouTube videos, I've followed a few people on Instagram, but I haven't really shared it with many people in my everyday life. So TarotTube has given me a way to kind of put myself out there, put content out that I want to be seen, and possibly show more people why I have found this hobby or this practice in my life and what it means to me. I'm a very introverted person normally, so I like to stay to my comfort zone. I like to stay protected. I like to keep things off social media mostly. But TarotTube really inspired me as an accepting, inclusive, educated, and well-spoken community that I could jump into and be a part of and not feel judged and just kind of comforted by everybody. So this is me getting out of my comfort zone. I have never done film editing before. I've never done videos like this before. So this is me jumping into a whole new area that tarot inspired me to go into and just kind of show who I am and put myself out into the world. The last reason why I TarotTube is that it gives me a creative outlet associated with tarot. So I can learn more about video editing and maybe trying some new effects or new filters or lighting or different things like that. So I can get creative in that space. I also can get creative with the decks and how I use tarot. So I'm planning to do some like games with tarot or some maybe creative writing with tarot based on maybe what cards come up or maybe different patterns like that. I have some video ideas based on some creative writing ideas. I know Marlene Theresa, who inspired this video, actually does poetry and creative writing associated with her tarot. So that's kind of inspired me to get more creative as well. So in general, this is just this reason I TarotTube is just to be creative and put that creativity out into the world. All right, so I know I put a lot of information out there pretty quickly, and hopefully this isn't too jumbled of a video, but I really just wanted to express those reasons why I tarot, inspired by Marlene Theresa, and why I TarotTube. Just to have this video on my channel that I can look back on and anybody can see the reasons specifically why this practice has inspired me and why I do this every single day at this moment. So thank you for watching. I hope it was interesting. Please like and subscribe if you would like, and share this video with your friends if you would like to respond to it. That would be great as well. Also, again, please watch Marlene's video that will be linked in the comments. And lastly, this is life. This is what I'm talking about. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds, and then something starts ringing.